Welcome back to another episode of Dan the Toy Man, and thank you for joining. Today we're going to unbox something very interesting. It's going to be, how do I put it? Humorous? I was trying to imagine Joaquin Phoenix as Joker going, you wouldn't get it. Anyway, today we're going to pop open a few Jokers. One of those is actually from the wonderful MuckyMike. For those who don't know MuckyMike, feel free to jump on his Instagram at MuckyMike. I'm going to try that again. MuckyMike. MuckyMike. He did this painting on what I believe is a Dean Toliver sculpt. He did the hair and the blood effects, but we're going to find that out together. I've only seen pictures of this, but we've got it right here. After that, we're going to have a look at a few other Joker sculpts that we've got here. One I got from the wonderful Jordan Kane, and the other one is actually a part of a kit that you can get, which is Arthur Fleck. But we're going to check those out after this. So, without further ado, let's jump on in. Boop. Just as a disclaimer, this isn't a product review of any sort. This is me just popping open toys and wonderful figures that I managed to get through buy, selling, and trading, and I get to share it with the wonderful audience that is you. Okay, let's check it out. We have a wonderful certificate of authenticity. Thank you for your support. No, thank you for your wonderful painting. This artwork is one-of-a-kind original work sculpted by DT Studios 3D, paint and hair by MuckyMike. There was a part of this video at the start that I was just gonna go, but I kind of went no. So what we're gonna pop open is the head sculpt. Now, this is the head sculpt that I got from MuckyMike. I haven't seen it in person. What I'm going to try to do with the head sculpt when we pop it open is assemble a kit together. We're going to test a few bodies. This is a repaired body that I put together. I had to repair the arm. We also have a bigger body here. Because we're putting a suit on top of this figure, we're going to see kind of which body type fits better. It's got socks. Okay, let's see this head sculpt, huh? It's okay. I'm going to show you what I see. Oh, he messed up. So this particular sculpt is from the end where he has his blood smile, and he becomes the Joker at the end. He's standing on top of the police car. Everyone's kind of like chanting Joker, Joker, and then of course he's sitting there going. So the movie itself was great. Joaquin Phoenix was amazing, but this scene made the movie for me. Super gentle. Oh my gosh, look at that wonderful. Oh, it looks so fresh. Oh, that is fresh. Wow, he's right on top of the police car with the, oh my gosh. So the Dean Toliver sculpt is great. The paintwork that gets put on it too. You get one wonderful part of art, and then you get another wonderful part of art, and you put them together, get something amazing. That's what that is. Now, unfortunately for people who don't know what 1/6 scale figures are, that's really creepy and kind of gory. But I'm just keeping the head on display here. In the time being, let's have a look at these suits. With MuckyMike, when we were talking about getting the sculpt, he was really, really nice. I actually said to him, look, I'm tempted to get the sculpt. Sometimes the USD to AUD can be kind of cruel and mean. I'd have to factor in getting a suit for the Joker, like a red suit or a burgundy suit. MuckyMike basically goes, hey, let me see if I've got a suit lying around. And he has two suits from two different kits, I'm guessing. He was really, really kind and actually gave me both. So it was like, you just pick which one you want. And at that point, I'm like, okay, I have to buy it now because that's a great deal. Oops, there goes his shoes. So this is the first suit. This is very vibrant red. I actually really like this one. The color on this one actually seems more muted. So between the two suits, this one's super vibrant. I kind of prefer this one. That being said though, we've got a couple of sculpts, so we'll have a look, but I'm gonna put this one on first. Okay. Oh no! Hello, pants. This is kind of a bigger fit here. One of the main reasons I like to use a smaller body is when it's slimmer like this. When the suit and the layers go on it, they don't seem as bulky or as large. The problem is I don't want to damage the sculpt either, but it could sit here. Maybe not. Let's try the bigger body first. Now, there is a thing. So I've been looking around for the neck piece. I forgot that he actually magnetized it. And it was actually connected to the tin, so silly me. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I don't know if this body's going to be too big. Maybe it's too broad. I guess we'll find out. This is one of the smaller bodies though. It's not as narrow shouldered as I want it. You can actually get this body in standard shape, wider shape, more narrow. A narrow shoulder would probably suit this figure more, but I'm going to have his arms out anyway, so we'll see. Sometimes when you get a shirt like this, it's got a little onesie piece connected. That actually just means that the shirt itself is going to sit more flush. Okay, this seems slim, which is good. As we know, in the movie, Joker wasn't of big build. Joaquin Phoenix lost weight to play this character. Oh dear. Got his little vest. Oh, that was still on me. Didn't even realize. Let us get on your pantaloons. All right. Okay, good. Nice. Big jacket. Let's have a look. Actually, yeah, I think this body does suit this one more. This jacket is pretty big. Yeah, that doesn't look too big. Something I like to do when I'm adjusting the top and everything else, I do like to pull the shirt up and over, like that. Now we also have shoes. Something I also like to do is, I like to pull the shirt out from under the jacket. There we go. I like that kind of look. There we go. Yeah, I like that color separation there. I'm trying to remember, so he's like, arms out, kind of looking that way. I have some hands. I'm going to try to figure out which hands to use. No. Actually, I had some peace sign hands, which I was very tempted to get him to like do when he's holding his face here. But these are kind of big hands. These are pretty big. Is that too big for him? Yeah, it seems a bit too big for him. Also, the skin color's thrown out a bit. Maybe. I have a standard trigger pulling hand as well. I did have a smaller version of this. It's more like peace sign than ever on there. I was kind of hoping I have one last set of hands. And these actually belong to a Joker. Not any Joker, the Heath Ledger Joker. These hands might actually do it. So I've got a pair of handcuffs here. These hands. Well, those definitely look like the hands that will be used. That definitely looks a lot better as a complete whole figure there. Whew. Hot damn. Well, that goes together eerily well. Oh my gosh. That's great. Also scary, but that's great. That paintwork on that sculpt. MuckyMike. Whew. As a very quick one, before we jump into photos and everything, I also got another head sculpt. And that head sculpt was from my friend Jordan Kane. This is so nice as well. They've got two very different looks, right? God, the eyes on this is amazing as well. But I think this is the one that I'd use. I think I'd use it like, oh jeepers. I think I'd use this head with this suit for sure. I like the paintwork on this too. And the makeup looks worn in. The makeup on this one looks like it's everywhere, which is great because that's exactly what he looked like. And just as another quick comparison, we also have Arthur Fleck's head. And apparently this sculpt is part of possibly the Blitzway set. I got this from my friend Logan. The paintwork on all the sculpts are very, very different. This one actually came with finger pulling. So if I do this, I could use these. Either way, hands are open, it's all good. Whew! Okay, so that was a bit of a laugh, or not. It was a joker. What a figure. As a complete whole, wow. I'm gonna put him in the middle of the two Joker figures that I've got of Heath Ledger. So I've got three. I've got the bank robber Joker, I've got the standard Joker, and then I've got the police disguise Joker. But I might actually move out the police disguise Joker and pop this Joker right in the middle of them. That'll make the color pop as well. I sure hope you enjoyed that. It was really nice to construct it, put it together, and move its arms around and pose him. We got to build a figure together and see how it looks right at the end. As always, thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Apparently, we just hit over 100 subs. I'm like, wow! So thank you. Not that I do it for any particular numbers or anything like that. I hope you enjoyed as much as I do. These are actually really nice memories for me to remember figures that I have or have had in my collection and kind of just remember that wonderful reaction where you're like, woo! Or you're like, oh. But no, in this case, this is like, woo! I am also like, ooh. That's kind of gruesome in some bits, but it's very cool. We're gonna check out a few photos and videos after the jump. Until next time, collectors look after collectors. Be safe, be well, and we'll see you in the next episode.